decolonizing math. Durham University asked professors to consider the race of mathematicians before relying on their work. They intentionally want to make the next generation dumber. Like, I seriously believe the elites are doing this on purpose. See, they're going to send their kids to these fancy private institutions and get private tutors. The elite are going to make sure that their kids learn proper science and the like. And they want all of us to be as dumb as possible so they have no competition. You see, that's the big brain move. We previously discussed the view of University of Rhode Island and the Director of Graduate Studies of History at Eric Loomis that science, statistics, and technology are all inherently racist. Others have agreed with that view, including denouncing math as a racist or tool of whiteness. Now, as part of its decolonization efforts, Durham University is calling on professors in the math department to ask themselves if they're citing work from mostly white or male mathematicians. Meanwhile, China is looking at this, just doing their happy merchant impression. Like, oh man, all we got to do is wait a few more years and we're going to surpass the West in science and technology. It's coming. According to the Telegraph and the College Fix, a guide instructs faculty that decolonizing mathematical curriculum means considering the cultural origins of the mathematical concepts, focuses, and notation we most commonly use. All right, let's shut all these motherfuckers down now then. Because quite a bit of the like notation, cultural origin, etc., we use in our math, doesn't it fucking come from the Middle East? It's already decolonized. They just want to call something racist. This is how fucking ignorant they are. They are so fucking ignorant that they're complaining that a system that we use that quite heavily originated from the fucking Middle East needs to be decolonized because it's too white. They can't even spot white supremacy correctly. Well, we know that for years. We've known that for a long fucking time. Now, the question of whether we have allowed Western mathematicians to dominate in our discipline is no less relevant than whether we have allowed Western authors to dominate in the field of literature. It may even be more important, if only because mathematics is rather more central to the advancement of science than is literature. You admit how important it is, and then you turn around and say, let's handicap ourselves. Oh man, we've been way too successful doing things this way. Like, compared to the entire rest of the fucking world, we've been way too successful the way we've been doing things. Let's cripple ourselves and give them a chance to catch up and overtake us. That's equity. Now, some professors have objected to being asked to consider the race or gender of mathematicians rather than their underlying theories or formulas. In the Telegraph article, Exeter University social science professor Doug Stokes is quoted as saying the idea behind decolonizing maths is that because everyone should be regarded as equal, the status of beliefs must also be equal. He denounces that view as judgmental relativism, as an inversion of science that is based on what is real rather than making everyone feel included. But all ideas are not equal, particularly math. Some literally do not add up. Math is inherently objective and based on provable tenets and theories. As I discussed earlier, it is a shame to see math treated as a field of privilege when many of us view it as a field of pure intellectual pursuit and bias neutrality. And that is why they consider it privilege. They are too stupid to comprehend math. So they're jealous of those of us who can. And in order for them to feel included, they have to drag us down to their level. That's why they see it as so we're privileged in the fact that we have functioning brains and we can comprehend reality where they can't. This is the tragedy of equality/equity. The only way we can ever be equal is if we are lowered down to their level. So that's what's happening. So either the math is there or it's not. The race of the mathematician will not change the outcome. The Durham University Guide insists that academics need to not only consider what theories to apply, but also the race of the theoreticians to decolonize math. It does not state how failure to do so will impact the professor's retention or advancement in the university. If you're one of the 2 professors that isn't a lost cause in academia at this point, and you're not already planning your exit, you kind of deserve what you get. So equity, equality, all these nice sounding words. Let me explain at the end here what it actually means. When someone says equity, they mean drag everyone down to the lowest common denominator. That's what it means. That's all it is. We'll see how long our society lasts if we keep doing this. If we keep holding back our best and brightest down to the lowest common denominator, we'll see how far that gets us.